Hi, hello, and welcome to the OKS Mom podcast. I'm your host, Nicole Miller, who just happens to be a mom. I'm also a comedian and a teacher and a door dasher and a creative, crazy person. How are we doing today? I know it's early, and I know a lot of you are like, why are you doing a live video when nobody is alive? And if I don't do it this early, I don't know that I'll have time to do it later. And I have to apologize because the last couple of Thursdays, something has happened. One Thursday, it was a great thing. I had to be at a shoot basically at this time. And that's why I did it so early. I was like, oh, nothing will stop me from being in my house at 6:30 in the morning, and then immediately great things happen. I mean, I'm going to do the shoot, okay guys? The podcast can wait. So, I'll still do this like it's a live video, even though, I might be asking questions and nobody answers, and that's okay. That's I'd probably do that in real life, walking around the grocery store, just talking to myself. At least there's a video camera, and maybe I won't feel as crazy. So it's been like a month since I recorded one of these things, so I do apologize about that. Part of me was like, okay, if I can't do it on a Thursday, do I just change days? So maybe that's something I should consider doing. Um, if you are one of the three people that actually listen and like this podcast, then and you're frustrated with me right now, I understand. I am frustrated with me right now. So I would say let's make sure you're on the Facebook page, and there's going to be a link if you're listening to this on your podcatcher in the show notes or description, or somewhere in there you'll find a link to the Facebook page. So if you like the Facebook page, you follow it, maybe like a couple of the things, then the algorithms will hopefully let you know next time um, I'm doing this live, and then you can pop in and comment. Also, something I've been doing is I've been making a post a couple days before, and people can comment on that post, and if it's a great comment, it's going to make the podcast, so we can do this all together. So that's my quick apology. um Life happens. um so what's new with you guys? Anything new? What's new with me, it's kind of big. My son has landed a pretty big role in a feature-length film. It's gonna film in Arkansas, which it's 2 hours away, but with long film days, I think we might be there for a couple days soon. So we're figuring all that out. I'm very excited for him. He wanted to start acting because I was acting. I was like, okay, just so you know, it's hard sometimes. You might do these auditions and nothing happens sometimes, and then immediately he gets cast in everything he auditions for. And I, people are like, how does that feel? Because I have probably auditioned for 1,000, 2,000 projects by now. I don't know. I don't keep track anymore. And immediately he just lands these great gigs, and it's on PureFlix. And how I feel about that is I never felt jealous or anything like that. I was just excited for him. And there have been some things he did audition for he did not get, and I just try not to talk about it. When I started auditioning, man, probably right when Facebook started or something, when I would go to auditions then. I was auditioning before that. So sometimes I would post it on Facebook like, oh, I'm going to audition. Oh my gosh, I'm going to audition. And then people would be like, "Oh, did you get the part?" And and so I felt kind of silly, not just because I didn't get the part, but because people would ask, and by then I'd already done like 3 or 4 more auditions, and it just got to be kind of crazy. So I've decided, when I audition for something, I just do the audition to audition, and then if something comes of it, great. But for me right now, usually I'm just an auditioning actor, and nothing happens. Oh, somebody's actually on here with me. Is this a real person or is this another bot? I'm having trouble seeing it. Hold on, let me see if I can make this get a little bigger. So, hi Ryan. Ryan is here. And what's new with him is they did 23andMe and found out that they have white relatives. That happened to me too, Ryan. Actually, I didn't do 23andMe. My brother did one of those things, and we found out that my brother, who is like my full biological brother, is related to a lot of white people. So, but for Ryan, who's black, I guess that must have been pretty. That must have been kind of a surprise for you guys. I'm sure you have mixed feelings about that, and I feel like I should just apologize. So sorry about that. We're not all bad. Not all of us are bad. Some of us are out here, trying to be just nice, normal people who really don't, you know, put much into race. I know everybody's doing that these days. I just try to look at a person and look at them and just love them for what they're bringing to the table and not what they look like. Let's see what else. Oh, what else is new is a lot of you guys came out to my Bethel Church show in Broken Arrow / Coweta. It was like the address said Broken Arrow, but once we got there, we're like, this is Coweta for sure. And you guys okay, right before the show, I was thinking, okay, nobody's going to show up. And so I was very, very honored. I had some people who listened to the podcast come out to the show. I had a couple people who are on my Facebook page, and just like friends that I've known forever came, and then a bunch of people I've just now met. So whoever you are, if you came out, you came out. Thank you so much for doing that, because if that show didn't do well, my husband was going to make me start selling essential oils. So, okay, that's supposed to be a joke. So because of my son is about to start shooting, usually I do like a come see this show, but I've kind of penciled off November just to focus on his shoot. His shoot is going to be a lot on me because he's 6. So I get to help him with his lines and get him to say I'll be his driver. I will help him with his school lessons. So it's going to, I don't know if you can tell. I'm excited. It's a little trepidatious, but not too much. I think we're going to be just fine. It's going to be great. Are you guys watching anything like besides right now? But hopefully you're watching this great video that I'm putting together. I say that because I just walked into another room. I have not done my makeup, and I do apologize. It was like now or never situation. Like, I can look good or I can just do the video. I was like, just do the video. They haven't had a podcast from you in forever. So what I'm watching, I'm struggling to tell you because I have like so many things in the last month that I was like, oh, I could tell them about this and that. How about, one thing that I'm really into, and maybe some of you are into, is true crime. And, this is not, I just realized this is not true crime, but usually I'm watching a lot of true crime. This is true crime adjacent because it has crime in it. I don't know how to explain it. Okay, it's not true, but it's a really great show. It's on Hulu right now, but I think it might also be on FX if you have regular TV. It's called The Patient, and Steve Carell plays a therapist, and he gets a very, very interesting patient, and things don't go very well. We'll put it that way. I'm making it very vague. So I really got into that. That was one of those shows that, thankfully, I think I started watching it when they had almost dropped all the episodes. I just found out that there's a drip and there's a drop. And when you have a drip, they release one episode every week. And when it's a drop, you guys probably know that you see all the episodes at once, basically. Or maybe not all at the same time, but you can binge them. So I started watching The Patient, and there was 7 episodes. And then like 2 days after I finished the 7th episode, the last episode came out. Actually, I just realized I have not seen that yet. Okay. Well, maybe I shouldn't recommend this. I haven't seen the last episode. I got so excited too. I was like, yes, I don't have to wait. And then, yeah, okay. Never mind. I don't know how it ends. But that 7th episode, I was like, wow, this is really good. So at least the first 7 are really great. It's, like I said, it's Steve Carell, and then I forget this dude's name. He's really good, The Patient. And if you like crime and mysteries and that sort of thing, you could handle it. If you're not into it, if you're not into watching murder, no, I'm not into watching murder, but I find it fascinating because I'm a white woman, I think. That's in our DNA or something. So let's look at what's in the news. And I'm hopefully able to see all these comments this time, I think. So if you're here, you can comment. If it's good, I'll put it in the podcast. I'll mention something. Okay, in the news, this was pretty interesting, I thought. I'll say it's news, like I said. Like I've said every single time, a lot of this stuff is just from the internet. And I don't actually really watch TV news anymore. What I'll do is I do listen to a podcast with news, sometimes in the morning, sometimes not. And so I get to stay up to date that way. Okay. The one I wanted to tell you, now I'm starting to think I've already talked about it. I don't think I did. I'm finding this on dadpatrol.com, but I've seen it other places too, so I think people are thinking it really cute. But this is a Tinder date got a pretty big surprise when the lady he was going out on a date with went into labor. It's a really cute story. I'll try to give you the highlights. So Max and Alyssa met on Tinder. I'm positive I've already done this story before. I just love it so much. I'll just go through it and apologize if you already heard this one from me. So they met on Tinder, but they started dating. So they'd been dating a little while. And so Alyssa is the girl, Max is the boy. So Max knew Alyssa was expecting. It was obvious by then, and she had obviously told him. And they were dating, and then they were supposed to go on their 4th date when she let him know, like, my water just broke. And so she was supposed to, like, pick him up from the airport for this date, And so she was like, you're going to need, you're going to need to find somebody else. I cannot drive with what is happening. But then Max was so sweet and he was like, hey, can I just come to the hospital? And she she wasn't down with that at first, but I think once he was there and he was, helping her and so nice about everything, then she was like, okay, cool. So he came, helped her give birth, and then they had a photo of him with the baby, and I think they might still be together. Like that is one heck of a story there. To It's one thing to tell a lady like, your kids don't scare me away, but then to actually step up and do something for somebody else's kids, it's always great. Just reminds me of my man. I had 2 kids when we started dating. And yeah, I was like, look, I've got 2 kids here. We don't have to have any more kids. We already have 2 kids. I'm good if you're good. And he wanted to have a baby. So now we have 3 kids. Isn't that crazy how that happens? You just start out with 0 kids, and then before you know it, you have a house full of kids. This kind of terrified me. This story is from the Dodo. A woman goes into her laundry room and finds a monster waiting for her. You guys, I'm trying to figure this out. How can I put this in to my Facebook page? Oh, I think I know. Okay. Because you've got to see this picture. It looks like some kind of like an alligator and is behind her washer or something. I would never do laundry again. And um I think that's okay. I think that's okay. I'm going to try really hard to get on Facebook on a different device just because I don't know. I just feel like it'd be easier just to do it right here with my little fingers doing this. Let's see. Yes, here we go. Nope, that's not it. That's not it. Okay. I'll get better at this one day. I promise. Let me see. I'm going to put it right here. This is that's the video. I'm not the video. That's the story about the lady with the monster behind her washer. And then you can look and see it because it is terrifying. Seriously, I might like burn down my house if I see this in there. Um, oh boy. I'm trying to figure out what this was called. It's a Gila monster. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but it looks like an alligator or a crocodile. Surely almost like a huge lizard. Okay, let's see what other wonderful news stories exist. Um, a lot of these news stories are more like here's a problem somebody had and in their life and they're just getting advice. So I don't really find that really news, but like they're trying to like, oh, this is news. And like I said, it's been almost a month since I did this. So this is a month old news and I was excited about this story. Oklahoma sisters give birth within minutes of each other. These 2 ladies, sisters, they both went into the hospital. I'm trying to see if they went to the same hospital. I can't remember. Um, they're 8.5 years difference in age, so they never expected that they'd be pregnant at the same time. Guess what? It happens when you least expect it. let's see. Oh, it's so cute. So they had a family dinner, and one of the couples told everyone they were expecting, and then they got a call on the way home, and her sister said, "Actually, I'm pregnant too." This did happen with me a little bit because my little sister told me, she was expecting, and I had found out I was expecting, and I wasn't telling anybody yet. So I think she told everyone kind of early. So I just waited because this was like her first baby, and I'd already had two babies, and this was going to be my third baby. So we had our babies 9 days apart, which I thought was kind of cool. We got to be pregnant together, which was it was nice to have somebody else who was pregnant, and our schedules were kind of the same. I think like because we had we were staying home with a little baby, so we got to kind of do a couple little outings with their babies. So I'm excited for these sisters who have their baby on the same day. I just was wondering if they had the babies at the same hospital, but it looks like they did. I don't know if they put that in here. She says, "We jokingly told our doctor, you kind of messed this up for us. We could have beat them if you came down here sooner." Oh, the the doctor didn't come in time, so the one baby was born a little bit earlier. Okay, so one of the sisters actually went into labor 1 week early. So that's why they gave birth on the same day. Um, my Alexa is really loud out there, and I imagine you guys can't hear it. I'm going to turn it off real quick. Alexa, off. It tells me all the news first thing in the morning, and I don't know how to make that stop for these things. Okay, so that worked well with putting the monster article in our live video chat. So if you're listening to this on a podcatcher and you're like, what is she talking about? Go to our Facebook page, and under the live video, you'll find the live video, and under the live video, you will find some links. So I'm going to find the link of our family photos because this is very visual, but I'm going to do my best. I thought this might be kind of fun to do my best, like explaining how the photo was wrong, maybe. So I'm going to put that in there now. We're going to talk about that in a minute. It's going to be great. I need to figure out how to do this in advance, and Facebook hates my Mac computer. I am just convinced it's all about the Mac, and it cannot be me. It cannot be that my computer class from 1991 is failing me. you know, it can't be that. I'm sure everything's exactly the same as when I learned about computers back then, right? Everything's the same. Um, I'm trying to decide, do I want to say this now or later? I'll just say it now. I'm afraid I'm going to forget. I do have a huge announcement, and I was going to wait till the end, but since I didn't mention anything about an announcement, what's the point of waiting till the end? Let's get it out there. OKS Mom Podcast is going to be renamed, and the reason is I have been threatened with a lawsuit, and a lot of my friends are saying like to fight. I'm sorry. I'm not laughing at you. I got into comedy to try to like brighten people's lives. I got into comedy because I thought it'd be fun. I thought we could all have fun together and laugh more, live longer because we're laughing. It's going to be just so great. I didn't get into comedy to fight legal battles. I mean, I've watched Legally Blonde, so I feel like, I get the gist. I could do my best there, but also the deal is my podcast is named The Okayest Mom, and this other podcast is named very similar. I didn't think it'd be a problem because I thought the difference was obvious, but I don't want to go to court to fight over who is the most mediocre. So I'm changing the name right now. Maybe later today. I don't think it can happen at this very moment because I gotta get things happening. People have to go to school, and anyway, it's now gonna be called. Oh man, it's not a good name. It's just gonna change to my name, Nicole Miller Live. That's what it's gonna be. We're gonna do live recordings of this podcast and start here, and then who knows where it'll go. So Nicole Miller Live used to be Okayest Mom. I'll still talk about, I think, the same things, like here's a mom that makes you feel better about being the mom you are. Today's is more like several moms and parents. So my struggle with finding moms is I'm trying to find a mom who makes me feel good about the mom I am, but also doesn't make me hate her for what she does. And there's a lot of stories out there of moms just really feeling. I mean, I'm like, man, I'm a really good mom. Because I'm not in the news right now. That's make me a really good mom. So I'm gonna change my Facebook page. I'm gonna change. I have like a print-on-demand boutique called The Okayest Mom, and that was already going to change, and more information will be about that hopefully soon. So it's a great time for change. And I'm not mad. I'm not going to say who's doing it. I mean, you guys could probably guess if, but I just don't want to bring them any more attention over it. I did say, hey, you want me to change my name? Just let me on your podcast and I'll change my name. And they never got back to me. And that was like over a month ago, I'm sure. Maybe 2 months ago. So I figure they're just, with their lawyers right now, just looking at ways to ruin my life. I don't know. I'm sure that's not what's happening, but yeah, I'm Nicole Miller anyways, and I'll always be an okayest mom in my heart. I don't have to be an okayest mom everywhere else. So that's what's happening. And if you know me well and you want to know any more, you can feel free to DM me, but it's not that interesting of a story, and I think I've put it all out there. What really, that's all there really is. So let's talk about family photos gone wrong. Before I forget, let me check out who posted on my Facebook page. I wonder if I can just go there now and this, or will it mess up this video? I think it will mess up the video. They're like, no. So I'll just look at it here. Because some of you this is what I said on Facebook, like, we're going to do a podcast and it's about how your family photos have gone wrong. So tell me how your family photos have gone wrong. And this is what happened. People posted the photo to the Facebook page, and it didn't occur to me to even ask for a photo. I just wanted, a funny little story here and there. So I'm just so excited. Some people posted their family photos gone wrong. So thank you, Shane. Oh, let me make sure I can see all of them. Sometimes they hide the comments. You have to make sure it says all comments. So Shane posted this photo, and he says it's from his son Logan's birthday at Mushishi's. I don't know. Is that a restaurant? Oklahoma City. So if you look to the left side, his nephew wasn't happy to be in the photo, and everyone's smiling. You can tell it's like a group photo. Um, and then there is a kid in the corner. His arms are crossed. He is not happy to be there. Okay. That happens, you know. It's Scotty. Hey, Scotty. Scotty's a big fan of our show. Um, so he said on family vacation, a photo of my dad went wrong while swimming with dolphins. He lost his swim trunks. So the dolphin, I guess, pulled off his swim trunks. That's what I'm thinking. So I thanked him for not posting that photo. He did not post the the nude photo of his dad. So this one is Jabin. Jabin posted his family photo with his kids and grandma and grandpa, and this is so cute. There is a young, gorgeous little blonde, maybe about 6 or 7, and her face is red. She's crying so hard on Poppy's lap or Grandpa's lap, and then her little baby brother is looking at her terrified on Grandma's lap, and Grandma and Grandpa aren't smiling. They're just like, we just wanted a picture with everybody, and now we got this. So it's literally a viral picture, Jabin. I don't know if you listen to this and you'll ever hear it, but that's a viral picture for sure. And thank you, Mary Beth, for posting your photo. It I think they were trying for like a funny photo, and it just looks like her husband's about to murder her, so I'm a little bit concerned. And then her baby is holding her cute baby. Oh my gosh, this baby's adorable. Is holding a little pumpkin, kind of looking off like, are these my parents? Is this who I have to live with for the rest of my life? It gets better. It gets better, Mary Beth's baby. It doesn't. It doesn't. And then for this post, just for the family photos gone wrong, um, I posted one of our family photos. I don't really think it's that bad, but and I'm not in this one, so I feel like kind of a jerk being like, look at this photo that's horrible because I'm not in it. But you know, the kids are looking, different ways, and I don't know what's happening. My husband's eyes are closed, and it looks like he's whistling. I'm not sure what's happening actually. And I know we were going for something, kind of like with Mary Beth. Like you're going for something, and then when you see the photo, you're like, that's really not what I was going for, I don't think. So thank you. I know that's not a lot of people, and I think some of my posts have been coming out on like bad time. I'm trying to figure out what's the best time to post on Facebook page. Facebook told me 9, and then I posted something like earlier, and it did so much better. So like I keep posting earlier than 9 Central Standard Time, and then now the posts aren't doing well. But I don't know. Maybe it's just not that good of a post, and if nobody comments on it or likes it, then you don't see it. Anyways, that's how Facebook works. TMI, people, TMI. All right, I am looking at this liveabout.com. It might be liveabout.com. It's confusing because both words are spelled exactly the same. I'm going to go with live about. Like maybe it's an internet thing. They did a an article, I guess is what you would call it. It's 25 family portraits that went hilariously wrong. So this is good. Funny is good. We want hilarious, right? So number 1, which I don't know why this isn't last. Dad is holding an infant child as mom. Oh, and the infant's naked. You know how they do that, where like the Ann Getty's baby looking cute little babies. Um, it says so the photo is dad and mom are laughing, and then mom's hands are trying to catch what's coming out of the infant's rear end. And they have a hilarious photo. I don't know that I'd be laughing. And also, Dad's holding the baby. I don't think I'd be trying to catch all that with my hands, but maybe the photo, maybe this photo is in her living room or something. I'm just like, okay. So, right now, seem to have like a ton of comments and I'm not seeing it. So let me see. Oh, so Star was here earlier today. Thank you, Star. Thank you for always sharing. And Christian, so sweet to pop in. He, I think it's a he, just said, I'm just beautiful, which is so sweet. Justin is here. Thank you, Justin. I don't know why I can't see it on my computer. So I'm going to try something real quick. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I just love trying to figure this out real time. And I'm sure it makes for a really great podcast. An old lady going, I don't understand Facebook right now, right? Oh, I think it just needed to update. Now I can kind of see everything on my computer. So thanks, guys, for supporting the podcast live recording super early. Let's see. I'm just making sure I didn't miss anything good. So you guys can go and look. You guys can go look in the comments because we've kind of already went over all that and kind of passed those subjects. So the next photo is super cute. Just super cute little baby. It's mommy and dad with a little baby in between. And the baby, I think we've made this into a meme. The baby just looks a little bit scared of what's happening. It's adorable. Number 3 is, oh my goodness, how many children is in this photo? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 children. And there is one toddler running towards the camera crying. You know, if the kids are crying, yeah, I think go ahead, take the photo. Some of these with the crying kids is cute. Some of them later on you might go, oh, why'd we do that? But you don't have to show anybody these photos if you don't like it. This one, I don't think it. I think the family thought, oh, this will be cute. I'm on the 4th one, and there's a link to all these in the comments on this video. And Dad is in a rocking chair with a Santa hat, and Mom is on all fours in front of him, acting like a reindeer, and the children that are either very old teenagers or adults are also on all fours, and it just doesn't look right. I think you could probably visualize how that looks, but it's a pretty scene. It's like a winter scene, and there's snow and stuff, and it just doesn't quite look like reindeer like you thought it would. Here's a picture from a wedding, and it's a bride with maybe the flower girl and ring bearer, or maybe her small children, like age 4 or something like this. And there is one child who is laying face down in the ground, and the other child just is kind of looking the wrong way, like, what is happening? And why do I have to be here right now? The 6th photo is called Pay No Attention to the Dogs. And I'm kind of curious why they would put this out there. It looks like a family set up their camera with the timer, and they were all going to get in front of the Christmas tree and get a family photo, and their dogs got in front, photobombed, and their dogs are trying to make more family members. I guess, okay, I guess if that happened, I would have to make that my Christmas picture, right? You just have to. The 7th photo is You know, I'm regretting not going through every single one of these photos very well before posting this. It's not suitable for work, I don't think. But you know, if you've had little kids, they need to always know that their next meal is available, especially if their next meal is attached to their mom. So this kid is just really has his arm down his mom's shirt. But she's smiling like maybe it just happened right before they snapped, so she had no idea that was going to be a picture. Here's a picture. Number 8 is the family dressed up as Winnie the Pooh and Eeyore, and then the baby is, I think, um, what is the little piggy's name? No, he's Tigger. He's Tigger. They say it's bad. I think it's kind of cute. It would make more sense on Halloween than just like a family photo. Okay, so this is weird. Number 9, it they were going for something. It's a family, mom, dad, 3 kids, and they all have a cigarette in their mouth, but they're dressed up like they're at the portrait studio. So they're not like doing a bad boy thing. I don't know what they were doing. It looks weird. Number 10, I think they were trying to dance in the photo and it doesn't look right. Like 2 people look like they're twerking on each other. And then there's just the kids just standing there smiling like this is a photo, so we have to look at the camera and smile. Number 11, this was super viral when it came out. So when you see it, you might recognize it. But 2 kids were in front of the ocean holding on to their parents' hands, and it looks like they were trying to like swing them around, and then one of the kids is flying in the air. And it looks a little scary. I think I remember the story and everybody was fine, but it made for a really awesome photo when they threw their kid onto the beach. Photo 12 is another one. Oh, you guys put clothes on your babies when you're photoing them. But number 12 is just a dad holding his little infant daughter who's naked, and she is smiling because she's relieving herself of so much liquid. And I'm regretting looking at that. I'm not gonna lie. Um, this, yeah, this one, I'm glad they say this is awkward because it is definitely awkward. Mom and dad looking at the camera, holding onto the legs of, I'm guessing, daughter who's swinging upside down. And there is a little head popped up between her legs because her brother's right behind her. It's just not a good look. Not a good look. This is a picture number 14, just a lot of children. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. And they're all kind of lined up, but then the smallest one, it looks like they were lined up and fell right before the photo. They're okay. I mean, they fall all the time, I'm sure. Apparently, this one was featured on Ellen DeGeneres when she had a show, like a daytime show. Um, so number 15 is a picture in front of the animal kingdom, but dad's head is blocking all the letters except for ANAL. Crazy. Yeah, that's funny. 16. Um oh, it took me a second. I was like, what is happening in this picture? Um Dad has a little baby on his shoulders. You know, a baby that can sit up. So maybe 9 months, 10-month-old baby. And right as the picture's being taken, the baby is spitting up on dad's head. I think if you're a parent and you've never had spit up on your hair, then are you really a parent? I don't think so. Number 17, this one looks staged. I don't think this really is happening right now. But it's like a 3-year-old with his parents, and the 3-year-old is kind of grabbing mom's chin. Like it looks like maybe he was trying to do box with her or something. But to me, it looks like it's staged. That doesn't look like it just happened. It's like a staged awkward photo. I don't know. The next one, 18. It's a mom and a dad in the hospital room after giving birth. And I guess the doctor with them, the doctor's holding the baby, but the baby's upside down. It's like, doctor, do you know how a baby is supposed to look? You delivered this baby, right? I think the doctor just is like, this is the way I know the baby because this is the way the baby came into the world. Head down. It looks uncomfortable. Here's a oh, they tried so hard. Beautiful family, all, coordinating outfits in front of a beautiful door for whatever reason. And um, the middle child, probably about 2.5 or 3, is actively falling in the picture. So, like I said, you have to go to the live video and look at the comments. This is the link is 25 awkward family photos. Here's one, another naked baby. This is what I'm learning. Don't take photos with the naked baby if you don't like liquids. This mom is being peed on actively, and dad just finds it to be the best thing ever. Here's another one. 21 is another beach picture. Everyone's trying to, how they jump. And you try to get a photo at this of the whole family jumping. Well, the 4-year-old's actively falling. And sister's looking at her, smiling. Mom has no idea. She's like, I paid for these photos. They're going to be great. I'm smiling at the camera. I think dad's not looking at the falling girl yet. I'm sure they figured out. I'm sure they figured out she was falling and they helped her eventually. This is a weird one. 22 is another Christmas photo in front of a Christmas tree, and everybody's in PJs except for one man who is in the back, and all we see is he doesn't have a shirt on. Oh boy. Here's a really weird one, number 23. First of all, dad is in shorts that are like dress shorts. I thought, is he a postman? But then looking at his collar, he has like a priest collar, so I'm really confused. Brother's wearing a tie, sister's wearing a nice outfit, everyone's dressed nice. Mom's sitting in a chair, it's like from a studio, but brother has his hands around mom's neck. It looks like he's trying to maybe strangle her. She's making a face, like a funny face. Sister looks really mad at mom. It's probably her normal look. She's kind of a teenager. And the brother's just looking at the camera smiling. That one's confusing to me. Another picture, number 24, a family photo, and there's a young boy just curled up crying on the ground. Curled up crying on the ground. And the last one, never would have thought to do this. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people lined up in porta potties with the doors open. And they're looking at the camera, posing like we're all coming out of the porta potty at the same time. So that, my friends, are how photos were ruined. I was trying to think of my own life because I've had so many photos, so many family photos. Last Christmas, a lot of people said they liked it. We tried to do this photo where we all look serious, and then my youngest did kind of make a face. I think people kind of got what we were going for. I'll have to post that. Photo in here. I ended up liking it. Usually when you go for something and then somebody does something that you're not expecting, then it's just ruined, but that time it wasn't ruined. I'm trying to think of anything else. Oh, there is this kind of photographer who did a TikTok or something, and she's come out and said that what ruins family photos is what she sees all the time. And apparently these dads have a huge attitude about coming to family photos, and they just can't get over how inconvenient it is for them to show up. Let's face it, the moms probably planned everything and they're just showing up, right? That's typically how that works. And their attitudes apparently ruin those photo sessions. So think about that, dads, next time. In the end, I think, my kids are growing up so fast. And I know it's inconvenient, but when you have that great photo of your child at that age, whatever age they're at now, it's definitely something that you don't regret doing. And some of these photos that ended up not being what they wanted, I'm sure those are probably some of the ones they treasured the most. Like, I didn't think our photo last year was that big of a deal, but so many people made a big deal about it. So it sure struck somebody's chord. I don't know, what was the thought? Oh, how sometimes you do a goofy photo, you do a serious photo. We just did one where we said nobody's smiling. And we just really went all out. I'm trying to think if there's anything else specifically that's gone wrong. I should have thought of that beforehand. I've just had such a perfect life. It's so hard to think of. This is what I do for my photos, though, is for me, I know maybe I get into it too much. Probably get a little stressed out because of the wanting of perfection is stressful. And I'm trying to do better about that. Because I feel like there's been a photo and like, I got onto a kid, like that. And they started crying. It's like, okay, well, that didn't work. So instead of getting onto kids, I've just tried to bribe them. And I know last time we did a really big family photo shoot. That would have been for last Christmas photo. If you do good during this, if you do what we say, we're going to go get ice cream right after this. So I know it's just more things and more costs. And instead of yelling at my kids, I could go, okay, you do this or we don't get the ice cream. And usually that helps them shape up instead of meltdown. Shape up instead of meltdown. There we go. So I'm not the best mom, but that's my little tidbit that I've learned in 16 years of being a mom. Thank you so much for listening to today's podcast. I've been your host, Nicole Miller. You can find our Facebook page with links in the show notes. If you are on the Facebook right now and you're like, oh, I love listening on my phone and my podcast, then find us on most podcatchers. Look for Nicole Miller Live, because I'm going to change that name later today. And I will hopefully be able to do this, Thursday mornings at 6:30. So come on back and come on the Facebook page and see. I'll post on Tuesdays what the topic will be about. And you can put a little comment in there. We can add that comment to the podcast so you can be a part, even if you can't hop on the live. You guys have a great day, and I will talk to you next time.